Next formula is Qiang Sheng Tang. Qiang is the name of the herb. Qiang here. So Qiang and Du release dampness, especially wind and dampness. This is water and this is wind. And Shangxi means release the water and dampness. Shangxi. Tang is decoction. So this formula treats B syndrome. This is one sentence summarization caused by wind and damp. Ermiosan treated damp and heat. Heat and dampness, B syndrome. But Qinghuo Shangxi Tang treat the dampness and wind and dampness. What do they have in common? B syndrome, painful obstructive syndrome. So they treat musculoskeletal pain and they treat the dampness, but one treat heat and another treat wind. This Qinghuo Shangxi Tang treat wind damp, or Miaosan treat wind and heat. Heat and dampness. Heat and dampness, or Miaosan. And Qinghuo Shangxi Tang treat wind dampness. So this is the composition. Qinghuo release exterior and dispel wind and vent rashes. And Duhuo dispel wind damp and release pain and release exterior. We usually say Qinghuo treat upper body wind and damp, and Duhuo treat lower body wind and damp. Yeah, there is a tendency like that, but it is not that decisive. Not that necessarily means that. Qinghuo, Duhuo, both of them treat wind and dampness. And you can find Fangfeng here, Fangfeng and Gaoban and Manjingji. These three herbs release exterior. So commonly these herbs are used for wind condition like common cold. And Gaoban also dispel wind damp. And Majingji also treat wind, heat, and dampness too. So Fangfeng, Gaoban, Majingji here. Fangfeng, Majingji, Gaoban. And Qianxiong invigorate blood. Like Nishi in Ermiaosan, in this formula, Qianxiong invigorate blood too. And also Qianxiong has the effect of dispelling wind and Ganzhao. And actually this is very similar composition with Baidusan, Renzen Baidusan. Renzen Baidusan also has Qinghao Duhuo and releasing exterior herbs like Fangfeng. So this is the formula from Baidusan with Gaoban and Manjingji. Gaoban and Manjingji. And also we need to remove this grayed out herbs, Qianhu, Chaihu. Qianhu, Chaihu. Those herbs release the heat flame and release the heat. And Jiegang for releasing exterior and Jike. So those four herbs are removed from Baidusan. So Renzhen, Jiegang, Jike, Qianhu, Chaihu. So this formula, Qianghuo Shengshi Tang, is similar to Baidusan without Renzhen, but it is more focused on pain. So Baidusan actually treat the pain and cold, but Qianghuo Shengshi Tang more focused on pain. More focuses on pain. That is the difference. So action dispels wind and dampness and relieves joint pain. B syndrome. Painful obstruction syndrome due to wind and dampness. At the exterior. So it has a lot of herbs like Fangfeng to release exterior. Arthritis, joint stiffness, immobility of shoulder, low back pain, and swollen knee joint. So sign of dampness. And heaviness of the body, sign of dampness. White tongue coating. So white tongue coating means white without heat. And superficial, soggy. Soggy means dampness, purse, but not necessarily superficial. So you can interpret these herbs as releasing exterior herbs like Baidusan, but also you can interpret these herbs like releasing wind damp when it combined with other releasing dampness herbs. So this kind of connecting the Fangfeng with the superficial pulse is so one-dimensional schematic approach, which I do not appreciate. So it can be superficial, but not necessarily. If you consider those releasing exterior herbs directly linked to superficial herb, you need to use Duho Jiseng Tang only for the exterior symptoms, but we do not. And this is also schematic, oversimplified connection. Qiang will treat upper body and Duho treat lower body. But this formula is also commonly used for back pain and lower body pain too. Okay, this is Qiang Huo Sheng Tang treat wind damp, painful obstruction syndrome. This is based on Baidusan. With the Renzen, Jegang, Jike, Qianhu, Chaihu. Compared to our Miaosan, this one do not treat heat type of painful obstruction syndrome, but wind type, wind, damp, B syndrome. Okay, let's talk about Duhoji Sengtang.